wanted you to do like an Instagram story.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, that's a cool way for people to kind of see what you're doing behind the scenes
Yeah.
without necessarily like having everything be filmed.
Yeah.
So even afterwards, you just do like a quick,
Yeah.
Instagram story. Like, hey man, Winston here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool. After that.
I thought I would have more time to set up here.
Huh?
I thought I have more time to set up.
Oh man, you just caught me off guard, man. You
Oh,
say
7:30.
7:30, yeah. But that works, right? That's the camera too.
Yeah, I just need time to set it up.
Do you have my
Yeah,
phone? Yeah.
yeah, I got your phone.
Yeah. If you want to unlock, it's 1280 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we could take a picture right now, yeah. That's what you got it.
Shoot.
What's up?
All right. So
All
she's
right.
rolling on the video, so we should be good.
She wrote on the video.
Yeah, we should be good.
Thank you, Lord, for today.
Make sure I get everything together here. Got my buttons.
Yes, sir. First of all, I appreciate being
Oh,
here,
no problem,
with
man.
you.
No problem.
You know.
All right, let me put the timer on
we
here
can
so I
make
won't be
this.
talking for 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
I know. Timer.
How's it playing?
Timer. No, I don't want timer. I want stop. No. Stopwatch. That'll work. All right. So we just chopping it up like we do at the gym.
Yes, sir.
That's all we doing.
Yes, sir.
We good to go? All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So I'm gonna say you're certified. How do you want me to? Certified personal trainer or
Yes, certified personal trainer,
all right,
performance coach, certified.
and then you give all your websites and
Yeah.
all your social. All right,
Yeah.
trainer, got it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, let's see. Start that, and let's see. Here we go.
Performance coach, certified personal trainer.
Gotcha. Okay, wait a minute.
Founder of UGS Athletics.
Okay. All right. Wait.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I say founder of UGIS Athletics.
UGIS Athletics.
Athletics.
Got it.
Been in the business for about
Gotcha.
10.
Okay.
Stuff like that, you know.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
And
All right. Let me start over. Start this over.
conventional wisdom.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So that's ready. Make sure that's working. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I think we're ready. Make sure I got everything rolling. The audio should be good. I'm on my mark. All right. And here we go. All right. And all right. Welcome to Unconventional Wisdom. We're moving faster than LeBron James out of Cleveland to the Los Angeles Lakers. You like that? See my guest like that. He think that's pretty funny. You're not a
would.
LeBron fan, are you? We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that. Today on Unconventional Wisdom, what we're going to do, I have a special guest in here with me today. This is my special friend. He is a certified personal trainer. This is UGIS Athletics creator and founder. Coach Emmanuel is what we call him.
Yes, sir.
Emmanuel Kolobi.
Yeah. Koulibaly.
Koulibaly, all right. He's in here, and what we're talking about today is we're talking about a whole bunch of things when it comes to athletics, young people, the whole training, the mentality of parents dealing with their young athletes. But first, give the people some background on you and let them know you didn't just wake up one day and pick up some weights and then come in here and start talking about you're a trainer.
Yeah, a little background. I've been into the athletics all my life. You know, moved to the States or to the United States.
Yep.
At the tender age of 17.
Yeah.
Played basketball, was good enough to earn a scholarship.
Yep.
And
What school? Tell them what school. Shout out your school.
I at Mountain State University. And after that, you know, I kind of got led into training. 'Cause that was my passion. I had
Right.
to figure out a way to be an asset.
Uh-huh.
And training was my passion.
Yep.
And seeing the result and the lives changing, adding, of course, to the value of their lives. When we're talking about training kids.
Right.
And later on, you see that they have scholarship.
Right.
That's adding. That's taking money away You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
the parents over the burden of the stress.
Yeah.
And then when you see some of them turning pro or professional, not just on the court,
Right.
but also in life after they get the
Yeah.
degree and
'Cause it's bigger
things
than
like
just
that.
basketball.
It is bigger than basketball.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
about life. And I always say this. It's not just about building the best basketball player. It's try to build the best human being.
Right, right. And you train not just high school athletes, you train all kinds of
All
athletes.
kinds,
Professional.
Yeah, we've
the
been
whole
blessed
nine
to have
yards.
professional players from the NBA level, overseas, G League, college, high school. I've been blessed to do so.
Right.
And also middle school.
Okay.
So I take pride into building, you know, at an early age. But those that are already professional, we just add a little
Right,
something.
right,
we,
right.
we tune it up. A little something, you know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I got
So,
you.
know,
I got
a little
you. All
something,
right. Yeah,
something.
just a little something, something.
Just
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
something,
right.
something.
So let's back it up to the small level though, and just
Yeah.
start there. Because what age do you think is a good age to just start training for kids? Because you deal with all these athletes
Yeah.
and the body and everything. What's a good age to start training young basketball, football, whatever the sport is?
To be honest with you, it's as early as the kid wants to. You know, I can't
Not as
really
early as the
put-
parent wants
yeah,
to, right?
yeah, because one thing about us parents, we love, you know, whatever sport that we played.
Right.
We have the tendency to really want to pass it down to our kids. And sometimes we are more, you know, excited than they are about the game that we love.
And that creates a big problem.
And
Oh
it
my
can't.
gosh.
And he can't. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
And he can't. So, you know, just like us, we may have been introduced to the game by somebody, but at some point it was that light bulb that made us feel like,
Right.
I really want to do this.
Right.
I really love it.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, it's around 9 to 10 that you can see that love.
Right.
Because when we talking about training, we talking about discipline.
Right.
So at that age, a kid that doesn't love the game will not discipline himself
Right.
through training.
Right.
So with the love, that being said, there's an understanding
Right.
of hard work.
All right. So what about weights though? Because I was told back in the old days, of course that was back in the old days,
Yeah.
but no training, but that was
Yeah.
just word of mouth, that you're not supposed to do weights until your body, you know, gets to a certain level or a certain age because it stunts your growth. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's true or not. That's what they used to tell us
I would
back in
say
the
I
old
would say
days.
yes or no.
Uh-huh.
You know, it depends on the type of training you're doing.
Okay.
At an early age, pumping up heavy weights is not recommended
Mm-hmm.
because the bone structures ain't really developed.
Right.
The joints are not really developed,
Okay.
the tendons and all of that.
Gotcha.
But there's such a thing as body training or body weight training.
Gotcha.
Push-ups, sit-ups, body squats, things
Right.
to that nature.
Okay.
And light weights,
Right.
I would say. But if the kid is not around 10, 12, 11, there's no point.
Right.
Why would you have an 8-year-old running around and go through this NBA
Looking like
workout?
Hercules, right?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not necessary.
Right, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's get back to the parents, cause
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
some
yeah.
of these parents,
Oh,
when
yeah.
it comes to this sports
I've
in
witnessed
general,
it.
we talking soccer, we talking any sport,
Yes.
basketball, football, they are off the chain,
Yes, they are.
ridiculous, and some I'm going to say are delusional about the level of talent
Absolutely.
for the parents. Because you've coached some kids as well. You
Yeah.
coached some basketball, right? You
Yep,
coached some basketball.
basketball.
Because you and I have talked about the experiences that we've had with
Yeah.
some of these delusional
Yeah.
parents who think their kids are Michael Jordan when they're not even. You know, I don't even know, some scrub on the bench. In
Yes,
the NBA.
sir. I mean, to be quite frankly, that was one of my biggest adjustments, dealing with the parents.
Yeah.
You know, you would think that, you know, dealing with the kids would be a big issue. It's still challenging. But the parents, it's a different monster. It's a different animal. Just the big words that you use is delusional.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to say that some kids are more talented than others. Some kids are more athletic than others.
And some develop later.
And then some
slower than
develop,
others.
yeah, and some are
Yeah.
late bloomers.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't really put a kid in a box. But at the same time, what parents tend to forget, it took years for LeBron James to be where he at. It took years for Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan, the greatest to ever do it. Or Magic, you could
Right,
say
right,
the
right,
greatest
right.
to Bird and all that.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight. Definitely didn't know when they were 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then we living in a world where it's like, it is an instant gratification. I pay you
Right.
to help my kids get better, and he better get better tomorrow.
And he better be better like within 48 hours. or a
48
week.
hours a week. Oh, you been working on the shot? Yes, he played yesterday. He didn't make a shot. Like,
And so it's your fault.
yeah. You know, it's like, nah, it's a gradual thing. Have you watched a professional playing? Some of them don't hit shots and they paid millions.
Right.
You know, there's nights like that, but you don't put too much pressure on your kids. Because one thing they tend to forget is the kid's psychic
Right.
and his mindset toward the game. At that age, it's all about fun. So how can you come up with a strategy to make them work hard
Yeah.
while they're having fun?
Right.
But when you take the fun away,
Yeah.
then the child doesn't understand this can possibly help me get a scholarship.
Right.
At that age, 8, 9, 10, 12, what is a scholarship?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And then, playing professionally. Yeah, they might dream about that, but they don't understand what being a professional is
Right.
about.
Yeah.
So now it's all fun. And even us as grown-ups, I know you love what you're doing.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
always smiling.
Right.
You take the fun out of it,
Right.
it's going to be a different demeanor.
It's a whole different ball game.
Same thing here.
Yeah.
So now parents, just by being so delusional
Mm-hmm.
and driving the kids so hard, they become toxic to the kids'
Right.
mental development.
So it backfires.
It always does.
Mm-hmm.
The kids either rebel, never want to hear anything about what the father talking
Right.
about, or the kids just don't want to play ball no more.
Right,
It's just
right.
what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a healthy relationship when it comes to training
Right.
or trying to guide your kids into athletics.
I remember one of the things you told me when I was talking about I'm coaching my son, and that's so hard right there.
Yeah.
I remember you were telling me, when you get in the car, don't mess with him about basketball, and don't be hard on him because it is fun for a kid.
Yeah.
Kids don't get the whole big picture thing. They're just like, I'm just out here playing basketball. I hope my shots go in. If they don't, where's the ice cream?
Exactly.
And I remember you told me
Yeah.
about that. So that's another thing that parents don't realize, that once you get in the car, you can't beat the kid up over the performance, whatever sport it is.
Forget the car. They even starting the game in the middle of the game. I mean, I've witnessed that.
Yeah.
You know, like one thing we don't sometimes understand as far as parents or grown-ups that we can embarrass our children.
Right.
Yes, we can. Because they have, they're looking at it like, look at what my dad is doing.
Right.
And then also when they only associate sports with fun, and you try to break a game down to a kid that
Right.
just think about fun. They don't care about no percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like very few kids care about that. But you got some out the blue moon that care about winning. They
Right.
don't eat when they lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just mad at themselves when they don't hit shots.
Yeah.
That's just one out of blue moon, but
Right.
they grow into that later on
Yeah.
when they start taking things a
Right.
little more seriously. But after the game is over, you could say one thing. Oh man, you know what? You could have played a little harder.
Right.
Or shoot. But when you talking about dissecting the game,
Right.
nah, it's not fun
it's
anymore.
not a good time.
Nah, and you might lose them.
Right.
As far as like going back at it and do it again.
Right.
Because and I try to coach the parents as well when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Yeah, how does that go?
Oh no, I mean, it depends. It depends on the personality. I'm not gonna say there's one method
Right.
that goes for all parents. You have the parents that play basketball.
Right.
Those I think they understand.
Yeah.
Like, but when you have parents that never played basketball, they're when I'm not gonna say not the dog. It's not a good word, but
It's just like you said, a different dynamic.
yeah,
It's
they
a
never
whole
played
different
sport,
dynamic.
so
Yeah.
they don't understand.
Yeah.
So now their mindset is like, listen, I was a straight A student. I 4.0 in order. I applied myself into. I work hard to.
Right.
Studies never fun. It's a different mindset
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Sports is associated with fun.
Right.
Even the pros will tell you.
Yeah.
When I stop having fun, that's the time I.
That's the time to go. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you expect from a kid? So that's why they have to be told that, so they can pump their brakes.
Right.
And be like, nah, it's not like that.
Right.
You may not see the result until 6 months from now.
Right.
Maybe a year.
Yeah. Maybe
see
2
what-
years.
maybe 2
Like
years.
when I was a basketball player, I was a real late bloomer because I
Yeah.
didn't grow until later. And
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
grow. I'm not that tall now, but
Yeah.
I didn't grow until later, and I didn't bloom until like 11th grade.
Yeah.
Everybody else was already tall, and I was like, wow.
Those
yeah.
those are things that you can't control.
Yeah.
So there are different factors there. But now there's one thing parents have to recognize. Besides being delusional, we love our children so much
Right.
that they are the holy grail. They can't do no wrong.
Right.
They're the best.
Yeah.
So now you have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
When you see the talent out there, as far as let's talk about team concept.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
From the first man all the way up to the 10th man or to the 15th man, it's not the same talent.
Right.
Those that start because they're better than the one
Right.
that. You see what I'm saying? But parents cannot see that. They call that favoritism.
Yeah. Oh
At
yeah.
that age,
Oh, I
There's
know.
no such a thing as favoritism.
I know. I hear him talking about it all the time.
Because when we lose or win, ain't nobody getting fired.
Right.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't understand that part. Like, there's no such a thing.
Right.
Now, what you need to do is to tell your son to work harder or your daughter
Right.
to work harder. Now, how do you deal with adversity at an early age?
Right.
That's what sport does. It builds you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're like, man, I want to start, I want to play, or I want to get more minutes.
Right.
It may not be about starting because you may not be better than the other one by
Right.
the end of the season.
Right.
But I want to play more than 5. I want to
Yeah.
play more than 10.
So you need to get to work.
That's it.
But
So
the
now
parents-
the parents, the parents don't, no.
Yeah.
You are hurting my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You
had
are
a guy
being-
quit on me because of that. He quit on me, and his son was not good. But he was on the team I was
been there.
being nice.
I've been there.
And it backfired on me completely because my son ain't playing. Why is my son? You getting blown out by 20?
Yup.
Why my son ain't out there? Well, because your son is not good.
And guess what? And that's one thing I learned. Like I said, it was one of the biggest adjustment I had to make. Is to also being honest with the parents
Right.
from the get-go.
Right.
Because if you do not do that, you give room for their crazy imagination.
Right.
And the delusion to grow. Because they're thinking when they do their research
Yeah.
or about you and they're saying you or they bring you the kids
Right.
or their kids, they're looking at the people you train.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he had such and such in the draft this
Uh-huh.
year. Oh, he trained such and such up in the pro for 14, 15 years.
Right.
He got this player, that player here. Then he can make him like that. I'm not God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those guys that got there had something special.
Yeah.
Maybe your kid later on
Right.
will show such, but maybe he doesn't have it.
Right.
Some people are good enough to play through high school.
Yeah.
Had a ball playing, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's high school level.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people have the game for college.
Right.
Because when after they play, they will have offers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some people after college, that's about it.
Right.
They better get their degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And move on and become, good citizens and make their
Right.
money.
Right.
And some, after that, they're going to the next level.
Yeah.
Whether it's overseas in Europe or in the G League or being drafted.
Right.
In the NBA. So who knows? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the parents, we have to be honest with them. Because if we don't have that talk,
Yeah.
then I'm leaving room for you to think crazy.
Right.
And have crazy expectation out of me.
Right.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because the same work, you can have 10 kids. And they're going through the same amount of work
Right.
that you put in, whether it's performance, whether it's basketball skills,
Mm-hmm.
the same amount of hour and time, it will show differently on others.
Right.
Some will pick up quicker than others.
Right.
Some bodies will show, faster and stronger than others.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not the trainer's doing.
Right.
And then your son might develop later on.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that he won. Stop being frustrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And just, like they say now, trust the process.
Yeah.
Now, your son's process might be good enough for middle school. Your son's process might be good enough for high school or might be good enough for beyond.
Yeah.
But let's keep working.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now I want to ask you one more question. Let's talk about this because I hear this all the time about suburbs kids versus other kids. Kids are from the inner city. Kids from the inner city are tougher, so it's easier for them. And the suburb kids. Well, but my argument to that is Kobe Bryant was from the suburbs.
Yeah.
His daddy played. Come on, Kobe Bryant. They
Yep.
didn't hurt for anything.
Yep.
Steph Curry didn't hurt for
Yep.
anything. They had success.
Yep.
So don't tell me it can't be done if you live in the suburbs, if you got a nice house or not, whatever, if you got a
Yeah.
regular car or a decent life.
Yep.
So don't tell me it can't be done. But the mindset of some of the people in the suburbs is kind of backwards as well.
Yeah, let's be honest. There's something that we can't measure in sport. It's called toughness. There's no meter. There's nothing
Right.
you can go by, but only seeing the attitude on the court. And sometimes your personality will reflect how you play.
Right.
You see? One of the things that, when I first moved to the States that I kept hearing, kids from the suburbs were, better and this and that. I won't say necessarily with skills. I would say they're harder when
Right.
it comes down to, the attitude
Yeah.
that they play with,
Right.
the greediness they play with because of the environment they
Yeah.
come from. It is a survival environment. So when they get out there, they just want to take your heart out.
You talking about the inner city,
Yeah,
inner
yeah,
city kid?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
the inner city kid. They come out there, they want to
Yeah.
take your heart out.
Yeah.
Just, they just want to just
'Cause
rip your head up.
aggressive, yeah.
Because they're more aggressive because
Yeah.
of the nature of,
Their
their
circumstances. I
environment
get it,
and the
yeah.
circumstances.
Yeah.
Now, does it mean that the one from the suburb is soft?
Mm-hmm.
Does it mean that he doesn't have game? No. At the end of the day, when you put all that to the side, can you play basketball?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Can you play the
Can you
sport?
play
That's
the
the
sport?
bottom line.
Can you hit the open shot?
Right.
Can you dribble? Do you have move?
Right.
Are you strong? Do you bump?
Yeah.
But I do know one thing. Without lack of heart, a regular average player
Right.
with heart and determination
Yeah.
can look better than the other one with
Right.
heart.
Like you
I
said.
mean, without heart. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
like you said, it's up to the kid and what,
It-
the DNA in the kid. if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we have many stories like Kobe Bryant, arguably, one of the
Yeah.
greatest to ever do it. Like you could say top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, however you want it.
Right, right.
Me, when you in that conversation, you're
Yeah.
a legend.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And he grew up well,
Yeah.
well off, Steph Curry and all of them, But
Klay
when you
Thompson.
Klay Thompson,
Yeah.
that team. But when you look at sports in general,
Yeah.
those that had that extra gear,
Right.
Because at the end of the day, talent is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but what's gonna separate you from the next one to
Right.
get to the other level is what you have hit.
Right.
It's whole heart. Because some of them that had it easy or easier
Right.
never understood what it is to push through.
Right.
We struggle. Because I've dealt with some of those inner city kids over the years. Some of them came and worked out without breakfast.
Yeah.
They didn't have the right equipment. They didn't have the right shoes.
But they were there.
They were there and going hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could, like, what really got me to trying to be more involved in people's lives was you just see that the lack of energy at times. And you wonder, like, what happened?
Right.
I haven't eaten, but
Yeah.
they're not complaining. They're
Right.
just going out there and trying to do it. So for them getting the scholarship or getting out the neighborhood, it's that's what it's about for them.
Right.
It's like, you listen, this is my way out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then when I played in college, per se, with my teammates that came from that type of background, that's what it was about.
Right.
It was about getting out of there and do something for themselves, make
Right.
something out of themselves. So now the suburb now kids, you got options.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've
Oh, yeah.
trained kids whose parents were well off and he ain't really tripping. And
Yeah.
he had game.
Right.
But he was like, I ain't got to be like,
Right.
I got options. I got a
Right.
4.0.
Yeah.
I'm going to the University of Miami
Right.
on an academic scholarship.
Right.
Oh, money's right there. So
Yeah.
on the court, you may not see that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean they can't play.
Right.
But once in a while, you might have one of those kids that just
Yeah.
wired differently.
Gotcha.
He just wired differently.
Okay. All right.
You know what
All
I'm saying?
right. Okay.
And then one thing I just want to add is that we are a product of our environment
Yeah.
to a certain extent. And the survival mode that some of them come with, they take it into everything they do.
Yep.
And it helps them, overcome some of the lack of,
Right.
know.
Some of the stuff that goes on in their background, some of the stuff at home, personal life drama, all that stuff.
So sports is like their getaway.
Yeah.
And they're like, I just got to be somebody. I got to get away. I got to
Right.
get out. So,
Yeah.
But quote unquote, man, when it comes down to talents and all that, man, it doesn't mean anything. You
Right.
just get out there and play the game.
Right. Play the game.
Play the game.
Gotta have heart.
That's it.
All right. Tell the people where they can find you if they're looking for you on your
Oh,
social
yeah.
media. Give them all your social media.
Yeah, you can, look me up at UGIS Athletics. At on IG.
Yeah.
And UGSathletics.com.
Yep.
is my website, and you can go on UGIS Coolby on Facebook.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us today, dropping
Yeah.
the unconventional wisdom
My man.
to the people. We appreciate it. I
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
it. Good
you,
to
thank
see
you,
you. Always
thank
good
you
to
so
see you.
much.
So now we
Pleasure.
got to play ball. See, what I didn't tell y'all is this dude is a tremendous basketball player.
I'm all right.
He carried me the other day.
I'm all right.
He scored like all our points. They were like, Wisdom, you gonna do anything? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass it to him. Get out of the way.
A lot of people don't know that I actually played the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't no great Hall of Famer,
Right.
but good enough to earn a scholarship.
Right.
So better than the average.
Yeah.
So they know me as a coach and as a trainer.
Yeah.
So once in a while, I gotta lace them up, and then
Lace them up and
I
knock
gotta
them
lace
down.
them up a little bit and show them a little something,
Right.
something that we know a little bit about what we talk about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not just showing it. We can
Right.
we can boogie a little bit.
Right.
So and then some of my kids, I do that once in a while.
Right.
Because you know how kids get.
Oh, yeah.
They get out there, especially teenagers. They never see you work out.
And
or
they think
play
they can
ball.
whoop you up.
Yeah. The confidence start going up. They hit a couple shots and workouts, and they start looking at you like. So I'm like, look, man, just take it easy, all right? There are levels to this.
Right.
And one day I pop up with my shoes, and I say, okay, you ready to see this?
Okay.
And it's just that element of surprise, like,
Yeah.
I didn't know he could shoot. I didn't know he could dribble. or I didn't know he could. I was like, all this time.
I thought you were just a trainer.
Yeah, all this time I was demonstrating to you. What do you
Right.
think I was? You know what I'm saying? So it's that element of surprise. But those that grew up with me
Yeah.
and those that know me or that
Right.
play on the regular, they know that I was all right back in the days.
You more than
You know
all
what
right
I'm
right
saying?
now.
I was all
That's
right.
all I'm
You know what I'm saying? Just
All right, Coach E.
Yes.
We are out of time. That's enough unconventional wisdom for today.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So
Thanks for having
get
me.
at him if you want to get some training or you want some more information.
Oh, and I also,
Yeah.
there are two parts to my, to the training.
Yep.
I do train athletes as far as performance,
Right.
skill developments for basketball, but I also train the regular, should I say, the average person that's trying to
Yeah.
get fit.
So anybody can
change
get
their
it.
lifestyle. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? So just get at me if you want to really, change your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what I mean by change of lifestyle, I mean knowledge and information about eating,
Yep.
training,
Yeah.
things to that nature. And I'm here for you guys.
All right.
You want to drop weight, you want to build muscle, is what we've been doing for years.
Right.
So it's not just for the athletes. It's
You
for
want to get
everybody.
you want to get your game up, call you.
Yeah, and also if you want to get
the
your
game
game
of
up,
life I'm
the
talking
game
about.
of life. Okay, cool. The game of life, man. Call me. We can help you a little
Right.
bit.
All right, Coach E.
Thank you, man.
All
I
right.
appreciate
Thank
you,
brother.
my brother.
All right.
All right. Let's take a little picture, a little bit together. If I can get one here.
All right,
Huh?
cool. Hold on, let me save this right quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
Save. That was good. Wait a minute. Let's see. Save. Export. Export audio. Oh, dude, I had a kid the other day. Oh, let me
Oh,
tell you.
man.
After I saved this, why is it? Yeah.
Parents are crazy, man.
After I saved this, I'm gonna tell you. Come on, computer.
Yeah, we got it. Parents are. Oh yeah.
come on,
How do you
come
want me to do it? Like the one like this?
Oh, there.
Oh, it's this one right here.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Podcast coming soon.
All right. See, I did
Yeah,
that
my
right.
man. That's why I knew how to bring that.
Podcast. All right.
Good morning, y'all. Just finished a podcast with my man Wisdom.
What's up? Wait, where am I? What's up?
Yeah, and podcast coming soon. To let me talk my talk. And
How long?
Let's see. Delete.
17. Yeah.
Yeah,
How long?
try to get it under 15.
Under 15.
Yeah, because the Instagram stories are just 15 seconds.
Okay, cool. So let me go back again. Yeah, I did too much. So let me go back. I'm gonna say, good morning, y'all. This is Coach E. Oh, just got done. Yeah, I got you.
Training kids.
Good morning, y'all. I just got done with the podcast with my man Wisdom.
Unconventional wisdom.
Unconventional Wisdom. We got a blast podcast coming out soon. Thank you. Stay tuned. Okay, so let me look at
How long was that one?
13.
That's perfect. It's foggy though.
Now, cause of my cause I got the doctor.
All right.
Yeah, it's too foggy.
All right. I think that's here. I hope it's ready.
Yeah, that's what they do on there. A little too foggy, man.
Huh?
It's a little, a little foggy because you're protected.
Yeah. So let me do that.
You can wipe it
here.
off and do it again.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with this one.
All right. So,
Oh yeah, that one's
all right,
better.
I think that's
That's
I think
the
it's
8,
in.
man. This one is the 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 8. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on.
Wisdom.
Good morning, y'all. Just got done with the podcast with my man Wisdom.
Unconventional wisdom, baby.
Stay tuned. Podcast coming out soon. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.
How long was that?
13.
Perfect. All right.
Unconventional
Yeah. I would say
wisdom.
go ahead and post it, man.
Podcast.